Bull Barbie wakes, Alanino in hand, charts on fire, sending rockets to the moonland. Teddy's on the line, apes ready to fight, bags trembling as she swings a diamond hand. Might stop losses, shiver, gains obey, hodlers cheer while bag holders pray. S&P and Nasdaq bow down in awe when Bull Barbie trades, she's an outlaw. She doesn't chase trends, trends get bent. Diamond head, bags are sent. She gets shots of loot, Teddy's roar at the trading range. Profits soar. Cars fly, inputs running scared. Holders clutch bags, hoping they're prepared. Bull Barbie laughs, the Sandies go higher. Every candle she touches sparks a fire. From pre-market bell to afternoon close, the trading ranch knows who runs the show. Rocket emojis, diamond hands, moonbound. Bull Barbie's empire shakes the ground. She doesn't chase trends, trends get bent. Apes, diamond hand, bags are sent. Jagged shots of loot, Teddy's roar at the trading ranch. Profits soar.
Some say she once shorted a bag, and it thanked her in. She once sent a rocket with a single stonk meme. Holders freeze, apes salute, Teddy's march. WSP Trading Ranch boast to her charge.
Morning, y'all. All right, I'm gonna head right on over to the charts. So we're opening the week with, a little bit of volatility. Something I wanted to point out before I get to the ES chart is this is crude over here. This is the crude hourly. So basically, we've got a shortened week, and it's starting off with some geopolitics. Imagine that. But we've got oil climbing. So this is helping us see what the market thinks about these tensions in the Middle East right now. Hang on, my computer's being really slow. I'm fixing something real quick. Okay. I think I'm back. Well, I can't see chat right now. Well, I'll try to catch up on that in a minute. But anyway, let's keep going with the chart. So what I was trying to look at, I got distracted by my tech here, is that we've got this is showing us there's tensions, supply and demand. If we're worried about the supply of oil going down, that's what we're kind of looking at there. So let's go over to today's plan, because what that ends up looking like is we kind of have the reverse on the regular markets here. This is kind of looking like a correction, right? Like I would call it correction territory. How about we put it that way? So we've got to, kind of be aware that there's a lot of tension still going on. So I went and looked up some stats. The last week marked the longest losing streak that the index markets have had in 4 years. So if we want to say like, oh, this market feels really tough. Yeah, it's been really tough lately. So we're red pre-market. This is where we closed. Well, we closed the regular session way up here last week, 65 something. So we're pretty much, we've fallen off of that kind of hard today. So what I'm looking for today is, well, first of all, we've got 𝗏 coming up at 10. So here's the schedule for the week. And this is the main event that we have today is 𝗏 coming on. And so that's it. Well, not at 10, 10:30. So we have a little bit of trading we can get done before that. Kind of my plan is to get most of my trading done early in the morning session, avoid 𝗏 entirely, and kind of get out of the way for hopefully some more volatility later this week. We've got jolts and some other stuff happening. Anyway, let's kind of get to the levels. The main kind of level that I think is most important this morning is going to be this taco low. This is from that data candle last week, or not data, news. Basically when Trump was talking about Iran, and we'll get to that stuff again in a little bit here. But real quick, I'm looking at the 64.83 level. That's kind of that main spot to watch. And if we're below that, I think we're a little bit more scared than if we can reclaim that and start getting above. Obviously, it's kind of that same plan we had last week. It's like, if we can start reclaiming some levels, that's good. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of scary if we keep hanging out below here. So I did want to talk about, I lost my news notes here. Every time I click on something, it's taking forever for me to get there. So I had like some news articles I was going to share with y'all. But basically this little news bump and the where was my other chart? The crude candle that kind of was the opposite of that. Oh wait, no, we're on the hourly. It's way up here. So that kind of news spike that we had was to do with Iran, of course. It's always to do with Iran. So we've got the oil shock, we've got inflation going on. Oh, that was one of the things I was trying to bring to y'all. The inflation stuff, the inflation expectations is that we're actually going to be increasing we're not going to be dropping the rate like we were hoping to. So that's a big problem. We got oil prices surging. I just showed y'all that. I found my notes. Sorry, like this thing was being so slow. Because of I'm a little bit confused about this. I want to go continue reading about this. Kind of ran out of time this morning, but they're worried about these surging oil prices potentially putting some people out of jobs too. So there's a lot of worries that this surging oil price could have a lot of effects that continue. If this war drags on, that's where they're talking about the inflation coming back, and that's why they're not going to be dropping rates if in that environment. So we're only going to be dropping the interest rates if things are looking really good, and that's maybe not the case right now. Trump says that we allowed 10 oil tankers, or that we were allowed 10 oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz as a present to the U.S. There's still a lot of speculation, like, is that real or not? There's still a lot of Fed drama going on, so that's why we're really kind of watching this interest rates. So we've got 𝗏 coming on, we've got Fed drama going on, and we've got 𝗏 at 10:30. So that's why I'm hoping I can kind of get something going, and maybe not a big trade, but more of a scalp before that. And basically, if we hold, I mean, we need to watch this 64.83 level, because if we reject off of that, that's kind of a clear short. But if we start reclaiming higher than that, we can start first looking, I think this main level that I'm watching, I know we've got this other little zone below that. I'm kind of expecting that to be a little bit more like a speed bump as we get through potentially 6,500 is that main level there. Because the main level that I'm looking at to target above that is 65.20 to 25, really. Let's see. We talked about inflation, that was on there. So it's really just going to be a matter of kind of walking it back up, and then we have the magnet up there to 65.50. So that's kind of my bullish plan. If we get over the 64.83, 65.20 is the next spot, and then 65.50. If we stay below, the main level that I'm going to watch below, I'll pull this out so we can look at it. We have, it's basically 6,400, but we closed the regular trading session at the end of last week at 64, or right at 6,400, 63.98. And so that's that main spot down to test. And then we have the other side of that gap at 63.82 and the low all the way down there, 63.60. And those would be the obvious targets. If we keep going lower, like we're having to look so far left, I think it could be a pretty significant air gap. So at the same time, I think the market's going to try to defend this level some. Okay, I'm going to catch up on chat. Yeah, time for work, Rancher. That's right, Pop. Hadley! Yeah, we got Pop back. Hopefully we can get him trading with us a little bit more. Met a guy that's convinced me Nasdaq moves. Met a guy that's convinced me it moves like Nasdaq, but smoother moves. Yes, it kind of is. So, I mean, I'm honestly still confused. I say this all the time. I'm a little bit confused why everyone's so obsessed with Nasdaq. I think it's just like, honestly, this prop trading culture where it's like, if you're not getting a Lambo with your $40 today, what the fuck are you doing? And that's not real trading. I mean, we get asked that a lot, like, is trading a real career? And this Lambo shit isn't. But I mean, there's people that have been doing this for 100 years, speculating in the stock market and doing really, really well. So that's what I'm trying to do here on ES, is try to make these really smooth mechanical moves. Nasdaq is more volatile. The S&P is considered a more volatile index than, say, the Dow and the Russell. And then a bunch of folks are like, well, that's not good enough for me. I need to go crazy on the ES. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it here. I'm going to finish getting my kids off to school, and then I will be in the Discord. I'll post a link. I think my YouTube's not getting pushed out today or something, or my stats are broken. That happens too. But either way, we'll continue this party in the Discord. There it goes. I don't know what's with my computer. I'm about to restart it. Yeah, so that's kind of the main plan. The main plan is to be cautious of the shortened week and of the news we have. I didn't get into the news we have later this week so much yet because I was really focused on getting out of the way of Powell today. But we do have jolts later in the week. We have a bunch of important employment data starting on Wednesday. This is really important to the Fed, all of this unemployment data. So we're going to be watching that. We'll be posting that in the Discord. I'll have those postings live when they're available. Good morning, Tris. I'm about wrapping it up here. I started a little bit earlier today, and it's a shortened week, so I guess I'm doing a shortened stream today because my computer's fucked up, but that's all right. That's the plan. We will continue it in Discord. Thanks for joining.
When the ranch runs wild and the bots misbehave. There's something out there in them charts, darling. It ain't human. It's volatility and it's hungry. Tick, 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 boom. Flash, crash, lightning in the room. Market witches jammed by the doom. Welcome to the trading tomb. Snag it's the night. Baby, or down to the grave.
Look, some markets you chase, some markets you trust, and some you never let meet your family. Yeah.